Hello and welcome to Flory Models Friday Catch-Up Show. Here we are with you on the 25th of April 2025. Really busy week this week. As I say, we might have had Easter in that, but we had plenty of stuff to keep you going on Monday. We had another video build which went up, which I remember rightly is part 10. Went up with you on Monday as well, covering this little beast who I'm happy to say is really coming together now. As I say, it's one of those ones I'm thoroughly enjoying this build. I know some people, we were talking about it on last night's live show, where you've been working on the model for so long, and I have been over a month on this one, and they can get a little bit tedious. You know, let's face it, you've been into it so much, you just want to get rid of it. This is completely the opposite. I'm into this thing where I keep playing with it and doing little things to it, a little bit with the weathering and sorting things out. And it's one of those ones where I can tell you until I'm blue in the face what this thing looks like and how it is to my eye, but on camera absolutely hates it. But I'll try and show you a few things and maybe get some stills out of this as well. But if anybody, you've ever done one, you'll know what I mean. Trying to capture natural metal finishes with a camera, or especially on video, is almost impossible because the human eye sees the depths in all the colors, where unfortunately cameras don't. Unless you've got a really sophisticated setup, which I don't, and have a really good camera, which I don't, you know, you're never going to have it. But hopefully you might be able to see this one in person, doing some of the model shows in the near future. Anyway, it all started on Monday. As I said, may have been Easter, but we were still putting out the videos on Monday. So we had part 10 of you went up on this particular one. And then down in here, we were talking all things decaling, which was a little bit of a theme for this week, we'll talk about in a moment. And again, I thought it was a short shot. No, it's not. It's allowing gap for the insignia. So we hence the titles, and then going through basically talking about putting down like long walkways, for instance, of doing things like that. And generally working with, is what we've got down at the front here, over a natural metal finish, which is probably the easiest thing to decal over because they are just as smooth. But again, working out the little kinks about the angles and making everything fit okay with this one right the way through. Happy to report though that the decals performed flawlessly. I had no problem with the decals at all. They worked an absolute treat on this one. We had zero silvering as well, so very happy with that. And again, getting them to conform and go down nicely wasn't really a problem. We used the standard sort of micro set and sole with this one right the way through. So getting the markings onto it with the bands as well, the invasion stripes, looks absolutely brilliant on this one. So again, all of those ones down in here like this, and then we just left it to dry naturally and do its bit. So a little bit of setting solution over the top, and we were good to go on this one. And usual things, after it settled down, we came in with a knife and we just scored the panel lines just to get them to bury down nicely. And then we had no problem with that one once they had all conformed and gone in. Little bit of setting solution over the top, and then left again for 24 hours, and we were then good to go with that one. So thoroughly enjoyed that one. Very much had a lot of bit of a theme. But to say there's a theme this week, it was all decaling. But members, if you want to go out with those, or if you want to look at the high-res photos, you can do that right now. Then we were on to Tool Tuesday, and again, we were talking all things decaling. So we were going through the motions on this particular one, talking about how silvering, what is silvering, and I was doing a very simple crude experiment and showing you when you put like clear film over something smooth, i.e. a lens of my magnifiers, you can see that there is no silvering and it just is crystal clear still. And then obviously if you come along and you put it over, if I've got it down in here, over a sanding stick, you can see you get the reflection because the light is being trapped between the two layers with the air cap through there, and obviously you can't get it to come through. Crude, but it's just a demonstration of how silvering and what silvering is and all the rest of it. Then we were talking about the best way of getting rid of it, what products are out there, going everything from acrylic thinners right the way through to some of the brands that I've got. Clearly I haven't got everybody's, but I've never found a decal solution which is the jack of all trades, because certain decals work better with different manufacturers of it. As I say, my standard sort of go-to to start with is micro set and sole. I've just been using them for the last 25, 30 years, and I find it works very, very well. But I have got some other stuff in the arsenal as well. So I've got some really strong stuff, some mild stuff, some sort of pre stuff, and all the things that go in between, right the way through for just using vinegars and things like that as well. So the entire show was talking about decals, different decal manufacturers, you know, and obviously the fors and against them all the way through. And so it's a theme for this week, because obviously then we carried on with that on Thursday night as well. On Wednesday as well, we were making our way through. We were talking about some of the deliveries that I'd had in. I had a fantastic book. We were talking about the reviews that I'd done that day as well. So we had the one down in there, and some of the troubles I had using the word beaver. Yeah, there was a few outtakes for that, so you have to be a member to see the outtakes. Plus the fact we were looking at, where is it? One of the books that I picked up. Very thank you to Avid and Kareem who got me this book for helping out over the show. As well, and it is a beautiful book. I've actually spent a little bit of time on what was it, Wednesday night. Thursday night obviously we had a live show, I didn't have a look, but I intend to have a carry on flicking through this tonight. It's a beautiful coffee table book, very, very nice. The other thing as well is the fantastic samurai poster for the D7 for the Gotha. Beautiful, beautiful artwork on these posters and all the rest of it for the forthcoming one on here. And then down in here, I think we spoke about in one of the videos, there we go, we got a little bit about the actual 3D printed that they're actually doing with this kit, and seeing it firsthand and going through with it was absolutely legendary. Very, very nice stuff on this one as well. So this is some of the shots that I took when I was over at EME and got a chance to talk to the guys about it and see it in action and actually fondle it myself. And to say that 3D printing, yeah, this is just takes it to a whole new level. We talk about, or I talk about a lot with different kit manufacturers of pushing the limits and seeing something new. Definitely saw it with this. This was absolutely unbelievable on this stuff. So looking forward to seeing this kit mature and come along in the near future. And then obviously I'll be doing a full review on it. And you never know, I might even build one as well. I'll get hold of one and I'll build it. So, but yeah, beautiful 3D printed, completely 3D printed, all of that. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. So we did have the beaver up there as well. So members, you would have seen the beaver for the Dora Wings video. That is available. It's up on the actual site now. If you just click into the review section, you'll come up with it. Again, classic aircraft. I'm not going to keep saying beaver because otherwise I'll start laughing again. But let's face it, who doesn't like a nice beaver? Beautiful kit all the way through on this one. The sprues, the parts, the way there's no ejector pins onto this thing, just generally the, generous photo etch as well, considering obviously its scale and what it is. The instructions are beautiful, easy to follow right the way through on all of these ones as well. And the decals are absolutely gorgeous as well. Some really nice markings as well. And then again, as you say, with the photo etch, it even comes with a mast set, which is absolute joy right the way through. The surface detail, I know, again, it's not raised rivets as it should be, but for recessed, I think they are beautiful. And as I said before, I've been talking to a few people about this kit today because obviously it went live earlier, and they're saying it's got to be their best kit today, and I have to agree with them. It is just beautiful, clean, crisp, all the way through on this one. And like a lot of you also, I'm waiting for the float version to come along as well, and obviously one on skis. So it should be very, very nice. And the clear parts with the doors molded in like this, I think it's absolutely perfect. Anyway, you can go off and see this one. It is up on YouTube and social media, but obviously don't forget, with all our ones, just click on the review section down in here. And obviously we've got all your reviews down in here, and all of them have photos in as well. So if you just click into them, go down below, you've got the high-res photos with all the nice images as well, just down in with those ones. Anyway, that was obviously with Wednesday on there. And then last night we did have a few problems with the live show. To be honest with you, we have had some trouble with the sound and with the audio and all things like that. I don't know why it's in such a low quality. That's my internet rather than anything else. But we did have a few problems. So just scoot past the first bit, the bit where I'm round the wrong way. I tried different cameras, different things, but again, we've got to come off of Skype soon. At the moment, we do use Skype, as you can see down in here. We've been using Skype with it, but anyway, it didn't stop us. We were into it, going through the motions of it, and obviously, I was talking about obviously working with the actual Marauder, and then Matt was talking about, I think we've got Matt in here as well, or John with his ones as well. John's been working very hard on the Airfix collection at the moment, going through them, obviously talking about the Meteor as well, some of the downfalls and pitfalls with that. Matt was talking about his builds as well. He's currently working on the Blenheim. And then obviously last night we were discussing all things decals as well. So Matt was talking about obviously the decal problem that he had recently working on the Wessex, and then all the others. Members, you can go off and see this one. This is a members show, hence the language and stuff. But if you do want to go off and see it, members, you can catch up with that one right now. I'd say just fast forward the first sort of, I don't know, what is it, around about the fast 10 minutes, because we had a bit of a nightmare just with the streaming and all the rest of it until we got it locked down and fixed. But anyway, you can catch up with that one right now. Other things that is going on as well, obviously we had the official launch of the jig last night as well, so that one went out. There is a little review which will be going live now and talks about obviously what's in the box with it, and I've done some clicky fingers to speed up the review, and obviously how to use the jig and what you get. Just to say on this particular one, we did have some problems. Well, it's not problems, well, I suppose it's a nice problem, but so many people ordered, it crashed the system when it went live yesterday at 1 o'clock for a short period of time, and then by the time it sorted itself out, we'd sold out of the first batch of 40 kits. So the 40 jig sets that actually were released yesterday all sold within an hour. All right. The whole point of this, I have got more here, but I need time to get them out to you guys, because obviously I've got to then, get them all posted and do all the labels and get them shipped out. And to be honest with you, I've already do 2 runs today down to the post office. All right. I've got a pickup coming up to get them tomorrow. So all 40 plus the standard orders we've got, I think it's 58 orders in total, have gone out today. All right, so guess what I've been doing all day. So anyway, if you do want to put your name down, just pop your name down on the actual box for this one, and then you can get a full, an email will be sent when it comes back into stock. And I'll put another 40 up, and then I'll get rid of those and get them shipped out. And then obviously we'll then put another 40 up after that. But don't fear, they're all going to be coming through. It just takes, obviously we've got time. I've got to 3D print all of these things. I've got to get them boxed up, put together, all the rest of it. And then obviously I've got to get them posted out to you and things like that as well. But again, if you want to see this particular video that's playing here, it is going to be up all over social media, and it talks about obviously using the jig, how to use it, when to use it, and all the rest of it like that, how to square your plane up, and all the various different systems on this, like our tail plane one, how that all works, so forth and so on, as you can imagine, all the way through. All right, so you can go in with that one just down in there. If you do fancy picking yourself one up, just click over to the store. If you just go to our store page, they are down in here. Just pop your name down in here. As I say, you'll get a little thing all about it. You get all the parts that you see down in here for this particular one, and the video plays on it as well. All the parts have got the cushioning on. They've got high density foam, which is stuck onto everything as well. And it is basically assembled apart from the arms going on. All right, so you'll get it to you. You've just got to literally do the bits that it shows in the video for popping it together. So you're not going to just get a bag of bits and told to get on with it. I have taken the time to put it all together for you, basically. All right, just for shipping, it means I've got to take the L brackets off because they don't fit in the box. All right, but anyway, you can see that one up with you right now. Just click into the store, just put Flory Models jig in, and you'll come up with it. And you've got all the other bits with your washes, and obviously we've got the pigments which are on stale, we've got the merch and all the rest of it. And as soon as my 3D printer gets a break, I will go back to doing some of the actual holders as well and stuff like that. All right, so we've got lots of stuff coming down the line. Also, to be honest with you, I've got a huge restock of all the display, which is here, but I haven't had time to get it in stock yet and put it on the system, so forth and so on. Plus the fact we've got a whole new range of all the display stuff coming in as well, which we'll talk about hopefully next week when things quieten down again. But for the moment, I have been solely focusing on, to be honest with you, the actual jigs and getting them all sorted and things like that. So just bear with me, and I'm getting there just as fast as I can on that one. All right, last up, PM has got various deals going on at the moment. We've actually got the new Tacom as well. So we've got a combo for the Horton 229. So we've got them with the pilot figure as well at a bargain price of just 85 quid instead of 110. And all the other ones you can see down in here. We'll make more of this tomorrow, because with you tomorrow, we've got a live show starting at 10 a.m. as well. So we're going to be back with you tomorrow, 10 a.m. sharp as well. So if you want to join us, I'll be showing you this one probably in detail as well. And then obviously we'll be making our way over on with the P40, which I should have finished last month, but didn't get around to it. So obviously I'll hopefully get a little bit more work done with that one. Plus the fact, be answering all your questions. It'll be live as well on YouTube. So if you want to post any questions up on YouTube, obviously Flory family, you can use our chat room as well, all the way through on there like that. But it has been a very, very busy week, and I'm looking forward to having a Sunday off and some junk food, because I need it. So anyway, you can go off and see the review for the Beaver. That is up there now. Obviously the stand, not currently in stock, but don't panic if you put your name down before it went out of stock. Sorry, it just went so quick. But the second batch will be up with you early next week, once I've just got all of these out, and obviously we've printed some more. So they'll be up with you as well, so fear not. We've got the next part on this little lump, which will be up with you as well on Monday. So that's part 11, and it pretty much gets you to here. And it talks all about the weathering, which actually the camera's not doing a bad job today, on the weathering on the top and on the bottoms and everything else in between on this one. So you can see all about this. And for all you doubters out of there, it's not a tail sitter. because yes, I did fill this thing up with enough lead to sink a ship. But anyway, it needed it, but it's not a tail sitter. So final parts for this next week. I did want it finished this week. I know I said I would, but obviously everything going on, I haven't. So really, we've just got the guns to get on this one, get it unmasked. We've got to do the props, get them sorted out, bomb bay doors on, get the lights on, and then this thing is basically done as well. But thoroughly enjoying this particular build. Be more about this one as well, because part 11, say, will be up with you on Monday, and we'll get it finished next week as we make our way through. Anyway, that's it for me. Happy modelling. Take care. As always on a Friday, I'm going to leave you with your great work from the gallery. So until tomorrow morning, 10 a.m, live show. Happy modelling. Take care.